Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel, or if this is the first time you're stopping by here, welcome to my channel. My name is Kirsty and I make psychic and spiritual content, so if that's your kind of thing, please do stick around and join us by subscribing down below. So today's reading is a September energy reading. This is a collective reading, meaning it's a general reading, so watch it openly, keep an open mind, an open heart, take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, and I'm going to get straight into it. So Spirit is very adamant coming through that some of you straight away need to be kind of guided to put some things down. You're taking on too much, you're doing too much, and I feel that some of you as you enter September are going to be feeling quite burnt out, quite overwhelmed. The first part of this will be energy reading, then we'll go into the cards, but I feel like some of you are feeling quite burnt out, quite tired. You have to remember, and I always say it, nature is a reflection of us. We can literally look out into nature. I'm looking out here because I have a window right here, and be guided by it. And as September rolls in, we are drawing down in the northern hemisphere into winter, into autumn, and that is a direct message from nature to us that we also need to begin now to unwind from the busy, hyped up, bright summer energy down into the autumn, chilled, inner, within energy. Spirit is saying that in summer, because it is so light and bright outside, we spend a lot of time outward. We spend a lot of our time putting our energy outward, spending a lot of time with friends, family, outside of the home, outside of just outside. And what happens is, as winter draws in and as autumn comes in, we have to return back to our homes, and we have to maybe look at things that maybe we've neglected because we've been having so much fun in the summer. Nothing wrong with it, it's human nature. But we have to come back and look at maybe things we haven't looked at for 2 or 3 months. We come home to ourselves because as autumn draws in, we're spending a lot more time in our homes, and therefore a lot more time with ourselves. Summer we can be distracted. As autumn draws in, we have to come back home to ourselves. And so Spirit is saying that what you may find is you may be trying to keep up with the same energy that you've been keeping up with in the summer as autumn draws in, and you're going to find that if you keep trying to do that, it's going to become too much. Now Spirit is talking about some of you in the workplace and how some of you are taking on responsibilities of other people and that you're not being paid for. Spirit is saying that some of you need to outwardly ask for a promotion because you're doing jobs and tasks that are above what you should be doing in your job description, that are above what really should be being asked of you. Spirit is really saying with the energy, the first thing they're really saying is just be careful not to give too much of yourself at this time when really you want to be drawing down and pulling your energy back. Be careful not to keep over giving and overextending of yourself. And Spirit is also drawing again now to relationships and talking about where some of you are also overcompensating in your relationships, whether that be with your partner, with other family members, with your children. You're giving too much of yourself, trying to overcompensate because maybe you feel like you're missing something, or maybe you feel like you're not good enough or you're not worthy. Spirit is saying to just draw the energy back a little bit, really look at where you are giving out your energy and where you can pull some of it back. So I did make some notes. On the 23rd of September we are going to go through the autumn equinox, which is where in the northern hemisphere, so this reading will be based on the northern hemisphere really, we are going to turn from summer into the autumn season. So as we lead up to that, Spirit is really talking about dropping, maybe if you've been socializing heavily, you want to maybe just schedule in a day for self-care as you lead into the autumn equinox. You really want to be dropping certain things that you're not going to be able to sustain or carry through the winter months. As nature draws down, so do we. I've said that nature is a direct reflection of us. Focus on your inner circle. As I said, the energy as we draw into autumn becomes smaller, and Spirit is saying that where you may have been outwardly focusing on external and bigger things, you may feel this sudden pull to want to spend more time with your inner circle, or spend more time in your home, or you may come into your home and be like, oh, I didn't realise that wall needs painting, or we need new flooring, or, you know, just the inner important things in your life. You know, we have all these circles around us. Like, we have the first circle, which is like our immediate family, our home life. Then we have the outer circle, which is like, you know, extended family members. Then we have like the outer circle, which is like friendships. So Spirit is saying to draw back to the first circle, really focus on those intimate relationships that maybe need prioritizing, things around the home that need prioritizing. Really draw your energy inwards, making it a bit smaller, because what Spirit actually came through and said was focus on the things that really matter, or risk being overwhelmed by taking on too much. Spirit is talking about the energy of Virgo. Now, Virgo is, we are in September going to be in Virgo leading into Libra season. Virgo is known as being a perfectionist, and part of that, Spirit is saying, is a tendency to take on too much. So like I said, the real energy coming through here from Spirit for the month of September is just be careful not to take on too much and burn yourself out completely. Be careful not to become too overwhelmed, because it's easily done. It's easily done. As you try and maintain the same energy you was maintaining in summer, you could risk being burnt out in the autumn. And Virgo is that energy of perfection. They don't want to be seen dropping the ball. They want to keep up that, you know, exterior, that everything is organized and everything is perfect. I am a Virgo rising, so that is very much part of, you know, my energy field. So just be careful not to self-sabotage or risk your own energy, well-being, mindset, mental health by trying to overexert yourself, okay? Because like I said, here I've got the things, focus on the things that really matter, your inner circle, or risk being overwhelmed by taking on too much, okay? Focus and go and find ways to make life easier. And I feel like as September draws in, that's the energy that Spirit's really bringing through, which is about simplifying your life. Try and look for ways to make things easier for yourself. Maybe you need to meal prep. Maybe you need to start sitting down on a Sunday night and working out a meal plan, or working out when you're going to do certain things on certain days. Virgo is the sign of practicality, organisation, structure. They are an earth sign. They're brilliant at just bringing things down to earth and making practical solutions. So yeah, you really want to be focusing on how can I make my life easier. That's the energy. That's the energy. That's what Spirit's trying to get at. How can you make your life easier moving forward? And Virgo season leads into Libra season. So it's all about finding practical, balanced solutions. Balance being the key here, because as I said, if Virgo takes things too far, then they risk going into that perfectionism, people-pleasing, overexertion energy, and we don't want that. Okay, let's pull the cards. So, Spirit, what would you like the collective to hear for September 2023? What would you like the collective to hear? Spirit is talking about some investments. Ah, there we go. Some investments on money being returned. Some of you are going to have invested your money into something, whether that's a business, whether that's stocks and shares. And you're going to see the money come back to you this month. Some of you may even have lottery wins, scratch card wins. They may not be massive and big, but they are there. King of Pentacles is King of... Okay, so there's a few messages coming through the King of Pentacles. Pentacles is the sign that represents Earth, the element of Earth. As I've said, we are in Virgo season. Virgo is an Earth sign. So the element of Earth really does focus on our foundations. So as I said, Spirit is asking us to find simple ways to make our life easier. Find simple ways to make our lives run smoother. Virgo is all about that. Virgo is about finding solutions, finding practical, easy and logistical ways to make life run smoothly. So that's that. But also Pentacles is about home life, it's about domestication, it's about your foundations, your family, you know, like I said, the energy's being pulled inwards. You may find that you're spending more time with family, you may hear from family members that you haven't heard from for a while, nourishing relationships, coming back to those important relationships that really matter. But as the King of Pentacles flipped over, it came over with the Six of Wands. And as I said in the beginning, some of you have been over-giving of yourself in the workplace, over-giving a lot of your time and energy, and maybe it hasn't felt appreciated. Spirit is saying to draw just a bit of your energy back so that you can leave room for that appreciation to come in. Because when we're constantly pushing, giving of ourselves, we don't leave much room for people to really see what we're doing. Sometimes we have to pull away our energy and, you know, make space for people to go, oh, that hasn't been done. Oh, she was doing that, or he was doing that this whole time. Let me go and just check everything's okay. Six of Wands is about triumph, reward, being recognized for your work, and also promotion. So there is more money coming into some of you, and like I said, it's money that has, it's not just this isn't just money that's coming out of nowhere. This is money that's coming from an investment. And bear in mind, investment isn't just where you've put money. Investment can be where you've put time. It could be where you've put effort. So if you've been putting time and effort into a work situation, I feel like some of you are about to be rewarded for that. Okay, Five of Pentacles. So, yeah, these three cards came over together, and I feel like they are tied together. Five of Pentacles represents not feeling happy about your money situation, okay? So Spirit is also saying here two things. Some of you may need to look at harnessing that Virgo energy, looking at ways you can, so, you know, when I said a minute ago about meal prepping and meal planning, maybe some of you need to sit down and say, okay, every Monday I need to put £10 in my savings, or $10 or €10, wherever you are, into my savings account. I need to be practical and solution based now when it comes to my finances, so that I can feel better about them. Maybe I need to actually physically go and say to my manager, to my boss, that I need more money. Maybe I need to look at where I'm spending my money and draw it in. Maybe I need to look at where I can make more money, whether it be selling things on eBay, creating a side hustle, whatever it is. Spirit is saying that now is the time to reap rewards from investments. Bear in mind, when it comes to autumn, we harvest. So autumn, when we look out into nature, is all about harvesting. It's about pulling up what we've sown. So you want to be kind of investing your time, energy, money into things that you feel are going to give you a return. This is about really harvesting that, embracing that Virgo energy. Virgo doesn't just do things for the sake, right? Virgo is practical and methodical in their procedure. This is about simplifying your life. How can you make things easier? So when we've got the Five of Pentacles here, it doesn't mean that you're going to lose money. It means that where you are unhappy with your money situation, you need to start looking at solution-based answers, because the solutions are there. When we look for solutions, we find them. When we look for problems, we find them. So look for the solutions, because the solutions are there. This is also a clarity and guidance spread that I'm doing here. I do offer a clarity and guidance reading on my website. If you are interested, I will leave the link below. It's www.kirstilewis.co.uk. I have a lot of different readings on there as well if you are interested. And if you are watching this before the 31st of August, then I do have 11% off until the 31st of August 2023. So what else would you like the collective to know, Spirit? Okay, what else would you like the collective to know for September? Okay, these two cards have come through. We have the Four of Cups, and we have a visitor, a wasp, distracting me, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, as you do come home to yourself and the energy starts to draw in, and you're not distracted by life and by, you know, the outward energy of summer, you may come home to yourself and realise that you're not happy with the way certain things have been going, and you might want to start making some changes, right? Eight of Wands is about opportunities, going after passions, going after desires, and Four of Cups is feeling bored, feeling like everything's fine, but it's a bit like, meh, I could do with a little bit of spice in my life. So some of you in the month of September may choose to pick up a new hobby. You may choose to start a new project. Again, I'm linking this in with like the side hustles, the investing money and time into what really matters. I see some of you crafting, actually doing like creating physical art projects or handmade items. Like a lot of you will be using your hands. Again, we're harvesting, we're creating, so this is a time of creation, right? This is a time of creation. So if you do find yourself feeling bored, you do find yourself contemplating what's going on, again, we want to harvest into that Virgo energy and not fall into the, oh, it's so rubbish, oh, it's so bad, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. We want to move out of that don't have, can't do, lack energy and start thinking solution based, because that is what Virgo energy is all about. So if you find yourself in September feeling melancholy, low, bored, use it as a trigger to be like, okay, well, what do I want? And also, interestingly, we have on the 31st of August, we have a Pisces full moon, and that moon is also going to come to kickstart that energy. The Pisces full moon is about duality. It's about showing you both sides of the coin. In order to sometimes see what we actually want for ourselves, we have to be shown what we don't want. And that's what this kind of energy of these two cards is here to do. You have to sometimes get down to that low place, that bored place, that place of like, this is so, I'm doing the same thing every day, everything feels mundane, so that you can feel inspired to do something new. So if you do find yourself feeling low, bored, whatever, take it and remember what I'm saying to you now as an opportunity to be like, okay, well, what do I want? And then take the action on that, okay? I feel some of you, oh, okay, yep, new beginnings, absolutely. So some of you are going to be starting new projects, new side hustles, new ways of making money, new ways of doing things. Some of you may be decorating this month. Like I said, you're coming back to the home. But also I feel like new commitments. I feel like I might have said this before in a previous month. But anyway, some of you I'm feeling have got new commitments coming in. But I'm drawn specifically to engagements and weddings. Some of you have new starts in relationships to come in this month. And it may not be that you get engaged or married. It may be that maybe you and your partner have been distant and, you know, you have been busy, you have been out there, you have been leading your own social lives, and you're actually coming back together now to spend more time together. Some of you are reconciling friendships. Some of you are reinvesting your energy into relationships that have felt stagnant or stuck. Some of you are, as I said, this energy of September is about drawing back to who really matters, what really matters, and simplifying your life, keeping your circle small. And as you do that, you may realise, oh, I've neglected my partner a little bit, or oh, I'm feeling like I've neglected myself a little bit. So you have new energy coming in for relationships. This feels specific to relationships, okay? Okay. Overall, the energy of September, if you are able to focus on what really matters, has the opportunity to be a happy month. 10 of Cups here. Now, when I say happy month, does that mean it's going to be without challenges, things to overcome? Of course not. But Spirit is saying that if you focus on what really matters, if you harness that Virgo energy, if you are able to put practical, simple procedures in place in your life, then you leave room for things to flow. Cups energy is all about overflowing, letting your cup overflow. You know, we hear that same cliche saying, you know, you can't fill your cup if it's empty. You can't pour into other people if your cup is empty. That is what the Cups energy is all about. It's about your energy overflowing. And 10 of Cups is one of the highest Cups cards. So it is about your energy being filled up. And if you're giving your energy out too much to other places, how are you going to do that? Because you're consistently pouring from the cup. So Spirit is saying, harness in your energy, make things small, If things aren't working in your life, start thinking about how you can make them work. This is about thinking solution-based, embracing that Virgo energy that allows you to be practical and making things better, because it's going to help you in the long run. Okay, woo! Definitely don't need all of them, Spirit. I feel like the message is quite simple for September, because that is what Spirit is encouraging us to do, to keep things simple. Okay, 2 more cards. Yeah, okay. Okay, and the last 2 cards, it usually would be 1 for clarity and guidance spread, but Spirit's given 2, is the Magician and the Fool. Basically everything that Spirit has already said. The Magician is about what you focus on grows. So you really want to be moving out of, like I said, yes, there are going to be situations where you feel overwhelmed, burnt out, stuck, stagnant, lost, negative, low. But there are solutions to that, and you have a choice of what one you focus on. You can focus on feeling the low, stuck, stagnant, bored, all of that, or you can focus on, okay, how do I get out of this? Because that's really what's coming through here. And that's what it is. It's the Magician. You either grow and you focus on what you want, or the Fool, you continue down a road that doesn't feel good. You have the choice, and I feel like that is the case September. It's very much, you know, we've got that Libra energy as well as we move towards the end of the month, the scales. It's very much that case of this or that. And Virgo is very like that as well, black and white, this or that. You either put the procedures and the processes in place that you need, that you know you need, and you invest your energy and you invest your time, you invest your money in the things you know you need to, or you self-sabotage and you pour your money away into things that you know aren't going to return back to you in a positive way. You pour your time and energy and your mindset into lack energy, into things that don't serve you. You continue doing things that you know don't work for you. You continue not planning your week because it just feels easier. Or you do a little bit of hard work, you harvest and plant the seeds, you sit down on a Sunday night, you organise your week, you meal prep, you budget for the month ahead, which feels maybe not so fun at the time, but you're planting seeds for a simpler life. Like, you choose. You either take the Magician route and you create your life and you make it magical and you make it something that you want it to be, or you carry on as the Fool and, you know, feel foolish, end up feeling foolish. The energy of September is asking you to simplify your life, look at how you can make things easier for yourself, or carry on the way things aren't working and don't. Basically, it's quite black and white, as simple as that. And to be honest, I feel like that's really it coming through for September. I feel like it's quite a short and sweet message. I will pull a pep talk. No, that's the reading I offer through these cards. I will pull a Spirit Junkie message. I love these cards. They offer just little pep talks of guidance and reassurance, and I do offer a reading on my website through this deck. You know, if you're feeling low, you need a bit of reassurance, you need a bit of upliftment, it's a great reading to have. So again, I'll leave the link down below if you do feel that you do need a bit of that. What is the message you'd like to leave people with today, Spirit, for September? Because it just reflects what I've said. So the more I honour my inner light, the more I brighten the world I choose to shine. So we're basically shifting. We're going from a season where it serves us to focus externally, it serves us to outpour our energy, it serves us to be out there in the world, it serves us to be outgoing. If anything looks different, it's because my battery got exhausted and turned off. So just to relay the message of the last card, just because the sun isn't maybe visibly there doesn't mean it's not there. Spirit needs you to know that the sun is within you and you have the ability to bring sunlight, sunshine, brightness as we transition and shift from summer to autumn into your life through your actions, through how you choose to live, your processes, what you focus on, your mentality. It comes from within. So just remember, the sun is always there, just as it is in nature. Just because in winter and autumn it seems cold and dark, the sun's still there, it's just taking its time out. We all need rest, and that is what autumn and winter is all about. even for the sun needs to take a step back and rest as it's shined for however many months in spring and summer. It needs to take a step back and just recharge itself. So that's what this is about, just giving yourself a reset, a recharge, looking at your life, simplifying, redoing processes, setting up systems in your life to make your life simplified and easier, and focusing on what really matters, which is you and your inner circle. So I hope that's able to offer you some guidance. Please do leave some love in the comments. If it has, leave a little sunshine emoji just to let me know that you've got this far. And if you would like your own personal private reading with me, I do offer those over on my website only. It's the only place you can book a reading with me, which is www.kirstylewis.co.uk, and I'll leave the link in the description and the comments below. If you aren't already and you would like to, I do also post over on Instagram, which is at @IamKirstyLewis. And yeah, please do hit a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you haven't already. All the admin is now out of the way. Thank you so much for joining me today, lovelies, and I will see you soon for another video. Bye!